Hello and welcome to Let's Play more Baldur's Gate 3 with Theodore Remington, where we are, we concluded like the big thing with Orlin and Ball and all that last time. So Ball's threat has been annihilated. Excellent. So now we should proceed to maybe exploring some side quests and such. So I think I will change up the party a little bit. For a little bit of change of pace, let us take Helsin, who is back now. We rescued him.
Preserve you.
We're gonna take him.
An unwieldy number. You must cut someone loose before I can join you.
Yeah, we'll have replaced Minsk with Helsin.
I'm with you.
And let us take, instead of Lae'zel, let's take Shadowheart along.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Well, yeah, I would imagine most of it would be pleasant. Except for all the people trying to kill us. Anyway, join me.
I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me.
Okay, we'll let Lae'zel stay at camp.
Lead the way then.
Oh, and we can level her up even.
My faith protects me.
Or can we? No, she was all leveled up. Curious. Oh well, whatever. So now she's all big live domain cleric.
I have a lot on my mind.
Alright, now there are some few things we want to be exploring within the city. So actually let us take out the thing. And yes, there's a few things we're trying to do. First of all, we want to see that whole neighbor thing. See if this gibbering leads to anything worthwhile. I've already did some selling of my goods, so that should be fine.
What does it feel like? In a word, sir. Well, exquisite.
Okay, so.
That watcher sent me flying.
Ah.
That watcher threw me. But the person with you.
Okay, what does he has to gibber on about now? And why is he even here?
With your gentle, holy, spirit. No, soul, no, spirit. Your powers, your divine powers.
Oh no. That sort of shit gets you cursed. Are you trying to pray?
You're very good at this. Perhaps you could teach me. I'm trying to pray.
Okay, who's your god?
Am I doing this right?
What god are you actually praying to?
There's more than one?
Yes!
Shit.
Oh my god, this is sacrilegious!
Okay, so that is not a good idea. Why do they not open up the bridge again? I want to get through normally. Hello.
On with you then.
Well, I would like to, but you guys have closed the bridge. Alright, I guess we'll just teleport around from now on. I guess,
Beautiful engineering destroyed.
well, at least it'll make the Absolute's armies getting here rather difficult. Okay, so let us head actually to the central city, I believe it is. Really need to figure out a way how to open the bridge again, because this is annoying. Actually, I think it's actually near the Baldur's Gate.
That watcher sent him
There we
flying.
are. Loading. It's a nice desktop picture, actually. Maybe I should put it on my desktop. Make some of these loading screens as general desktop things. That actually might be a good idea as well. Aha! I have ideas. Oh, that's not good.
And the Elder Brain triggered their transformation. Was it deliberate,
or accidental.
Well, now we have all kinds of naked mind flayers here. That can be good. This is gonna lead to some very perverted things going on here. Better go and smiting. Oh dear. Do we get a turn? I would very much like to have a turn as well. No, we're apparently just watching this because everyone's surprised. Oh, we actually get to act. That's cool.
With haste.
So, hello there, Mind Flayer. Okay, just keep on smiting in a way, I guess. Yeah, get those tentacles down. Now it's our turn to penetrate.
Into position.
Guess we can do a little nice whip there. Killing that one. Rubra, there must be another team. Let's take a Mind Flayer up at it again. Okay, that's one naked freak dead. I feel like this is like playing XCOM now. Sorry there, lass.
Spring is breaking free. We must discover where it is hidden before that happens.
Well, I kind of know, but we sort of have things to do, as you said. Still have, you know, also that hag thing that was going on. We still need to
carry me.
find the hag and deal with that thing. So we still have a few odds and ends to take care of.
Stories, get them right here.
So what we're actually doing here is having a little bit of a walk for, yes, this house actually. Nice Forrest's house.
Oi! Stop a moment.
Fine. Come in then. You might as well meet the family.
Oh! Okay.
So yes, this is Jaheira's household.
A Larathan residence.
So Jaheira's last name is Alarathan? Did not know that.
Doubtful. We'd hear.
Perception failed.
Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Okay, that's a curious looking family.
Too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Mother Jaheira, these are your children?
She always brings the smartest people home, too.
Enough, Ryan. I taught you better manners than that.
No, you didn't.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained in all this time she's been away? 7.
Shall we be funny? I think we should be funny here instead of the range one.
Met gorgeous hero out in Shadowlands. Is Shadowlands one word or two?
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one.
Yeah, very
We've come
handsome.
to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed?
Not in this lifetime, no.
See, Mother? A little positivity.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Oh, it might not be her last name if that's
Have mercy, sister. She's old after all.
So old. She can stay, but only if she brought home presents.
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother?
Oh, and we have to
That is how you go
hand in the
about
head.
talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Children of an Outlander, okay. Now, I do have to wonder, curiosity, is Jord also one of her children? Because I wonder who the father is.
Good, strong roots.
Hello, Jord.
I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than...
She might have adopted a
Mother
lot
dear.
of children, I guess.
Plants do need light to grow, but a little heat too.
I believe the phrase she preferred was, the fouler the fertilizer, the fairer the flower.
So you do listen?
I've only ever seen her truly angry once. We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual, yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
Okay, so yeah. I guess she adopted children here then. Let's still read up on some things here, though.
That's curious.
Meandering letter from a traveler to her family back home. The main text is marked, scratched out, coded, translated from Fleur. High Harper, movement in the Shadowlands confirmed. Absolute cultist pass where the shadows are deepest. No clue as to how, or no means as to follow. Light spy the moonrise towers from afar. Great movement of forces through the dark. They are gathering an army. Bring more Harpers. Bring the means of light and quickly.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, right?
Pin slot, okay. Correspondence from Theodore Thittlewithal.
Seems simple enough.
Thittlewithal. Jaheira, I will of course be happy to look in on the children in your absence. Though I remind you that Rion and Jord are now twice my height, and all too happy to remind me of it. Whatever business you're off on, take care. If the children take into their heads to go herring off to help, I won't be able to stop them, nor will I try. Gee-law. Disappearances in the city. Hi Harper, it seems that the last reports were overly hasty. After investigations into the recent spate of disappearances across the city have led to a re-emergence of the subjects in almost every case. We're chasing down those last few, following up on rumors of strange shadows in the sky at night. Perhaps we can hope it's a case of some overactive imagination. Beneath the report notes another hand take over. No coincidence. Absence connected. Why return now? So other notes we should be... A clipping from the Baldur's mouth. And a final warning. Faded cutting a circular Baldur's mouth. Beloved Ranger Beloved Ranger bewitched. Citizens of the city were stunned, the local landmark absent when the sun rose over the Wide this morning. The beloved Ranger, a statue dedicated to the hero of the city, was removed from its perch overnight, with reports of a struggle and sound of battle in dark hours. City Watch have no comment to add, but Market Square told a clear tale of smashed cobblestone, scorched tiling, and blood speckles on the stalls. Whatever force wrenched the ranger from his perch, he did not go quietly. Minsk is not usually quiet. Final warning.
You going to eat with us today? I'm not.
A missive printed beneath a burning emblem of the flaming fist. Deep quill indicates a certain level of irritation at the part of a writer. Residents of Alarethin House. I will remind you once again that the guardianship of the Lotus City falls exclusively to the Flaming Fist, with additional support from the New Steel Watch. We do not require assistance of any private citizens in the settling of street disputes, no matter how extreme those citizens deem the Watch's response to be. Jord, we've been happy to overlook your mother's association with certain illegal organizations due to your family's service to the city. Do not make us regret it. Rion, if you're so keen to bust a few skulls, then you're welcome to re-enlist. Signed, Manep Regas, Bloomridge Garrison. Okay, so I guess these the children have begotten a little bit vigilante.
Unknowable and mysterious.
Okay, there are also
Might be
nice
useful.
It's just another cult.
plants here all
Cults
over.
are common as muck.
Can expect that with druids.
So saith the wise Jessamine.
That's curious.
Okay, loose plank. Unsent message. Yeah, I also organized all my messages.
Those leaves are a little darker than
shit.
I'd like, Felices.
Okay, I did not
Bad
manage
soil?
to read it. That's unfortunate. Oh well.
Don't tell Mother.
Let's have a word with Rion then.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
Huh. Back to himself, for better or worse.
Oh, I should have brought
Good.
Minsk.
I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
The refugees outside the wall, they need protection, especially since the bridge are now up and I can't get them down again.
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Save some for the others, all right?
She's a fierce one.
And let's just steal Jaheira's
Flick of
stuff.
the wrist.
But you'll need to learn more than just the Harpish ones.
Net 20. Lovely.
Try that handle on fungal poultices.
Letter to Rion.
They didn't throw me out. I left.
Brush up on the herb law yourself,
There was just
A letter stamped with the Harper seal. Rion, we also had no further word from the High Harper since the gathered her forces struck out east. While our sending to you
Now
is certainly
they threw
concerning,
me
she
out.
made no such contact with us, and I cannot believe Jaheira would, Jaheira we know, would fail to pass on all she knew if she truly believed that the end was at hand. Your mother will be fine, she always is. Pegasri, High Harper of the Cloakwood chapter. Okay, yeah. Cloakwood, we don't actually go there in this game, sadly. Be nice return there as well. Maybe see what happened to that mine.
Come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you.
Okay, are there more children we need to have a chatty chat with? Battle
Would you like a book?
plans!
I can have Jessim drop one up. Maybe she'll even read it with you.
Yellow manual outlining stuffy combat forms. Fig has added her own embellishments and looping colorful
her not to
drawings
do the
of her
goblin
family
voice.
members. One last
I
entry
guess
stands out with an angry face and a perfect
would
circle,
be okay.
Coming along
circle
nicely
shouting,
there,
"Go for the eyes!"
Good.
Oh dear, I
strong
really
roots.
should have brought Minsk. She apparently has had an influence on these children. Oh, there is.
What's up for
No,
discussion?
that's not Fig, that's Jesm.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court?
I am not, but it's a pleasure to meet you.
Crude manners, but you speak well enough. For a peasant.
Jessim discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You
That
don't
is
want to be
true.
queen, of course. And Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Yeah, that's the whole thing why she left.
I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
Well, let's have a chopping with Fig. Fig seems like the one who's the most fighty of the children, I guess.
That reminds me.
Living in is this one.
Forests. I think lore books we can leave about for about now. Where is the one they call Fig? There he is. Oh no, that's Tate. Okay. Tate.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just had a few adventures. Like,
Oh, we have a lot to pick from here now. Well, she already did that before that, so...
We broke the curse that grabbed Moonrise Towers for centuries.
Moonrise, like the place from your stories, Jaheira.
the very same. We can give that one a happy ending after all. Now, cub, solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait here. I was keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out.
Okay, so that is a key and a clue then. Probably very easy because there's a pinhole we already found there. A stunning rendered doodle of a young elven woman sitting on the throne. Fate eraser marks the intricate indicate her crown got more bejeweled and elaborate in every iteration. Queen Jessamine the First of Tethir, ruling over the lands of question mark look up Tethir. I don't know what how Tethir is going in the Forgotten Realms at this current time period. Like in Baldur's Gate 2 it just had like violent revolutions and such, so it was not in a good state, but
Her diaries are off limits.
And written in code too, I'm afraid.
I know.
Dummy.
It's not a very good code.
oh, there's Fig.
That's why it keeps losing, dummy. Commander.
Spare me your salutes, little traitor. You walked me right into that ambush.
Sorry, Commander. You are my commander, but George promised me pies.
Huh. I can't fault your priorities. You'll look after them for me?
Can I have a real sword?
No.
Made with a lot of spares.
Fine.
You want a Death Knight blade? I can give him a real good sword, Jaheira.
You don't need to watch the door.
You really should give your children swords. Those are cool.
So here we have the pin slot. You could probably stick the Harper pin in there. If we got that, yes, we got that here. And that
Coming along
too.
nicely there,
Way.
Floki. Good.
Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there.
Okay, so there's some traps here.
Something good here, I hope.
I wonder if you just smashed this window.
Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh?
Okay, so some nice druidy traps. They are rather obvious though. I think you can just shoot them from a distance or something.
The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
Ooh, a badger. Okay, we need to speak with animal here.
Amicus animalis.
Hello, rats.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But boss doesn't care about that.
Okay, that is actually good to know.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
Okay, I think that's a hint towards the ones that were in the underwater prison.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
And I think that was the whole murder of the ballast and everything.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her
Oh, what a
absence.
pretty badger.
I am training new ones.
I wonder if
Ready and
Jaheira
waiting.
speaks
Well,
with them. If
certainly
that's a
waiting.
different answer. Do we have? Yes, we have speak with animals, but we're druids, of course. Okay. Hello there. Let's
Something to
Jaheira
say.
speak.
Archdruid, it's good to have you home. The new informants are coming along.
My gnomes.
Down by the blushing mermaid, there's a stink.
Yeah, okay.
There's been killings in a...
Okay, nothing new there.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
But yeah, that is curious. A little underground bit of nature. And a little witch's hut almost.
What's hiding here?
Best avoid that trap.
Traps, eh? Well, let's take care of those then. Where are the traps? Ooh, the Ballspawn Saga, Part 2. Oh, I should read through that. A popular novel, thin and clearly made and cheaply made, dramatizing the adventures of the Ballspawn in Athkatla after the defeat of Sherkov Engchev. Early chapters have been defaced and some even torn out. I will say I read the novelization of Baldur's Gate, Throne of Ball. That was pretty decent, but I hear the previous parts were not so good. Ballspawn Saga Part 1. Popular novel, thinly and clearly cheaply made. And yeah, they were quite cheap paperbacks when I read them. Dramatizing the events of the Ballspawn crisis. Jaheira appears to have added some of her own annotations. Various amused and outraged at more egregious flights of fancy. Yeah, there were some very odd divergences from the plot. Is there a Part 3 I'm curious about now? And some of the things from the novel seem to have been taken as canon, but some have not. Is that Part 3? No, that's about the harvest. Ah, here's the trap. Let us deal with that then. Oh, this is a difficult one, so I am throwing Halsim's thing on top of here. Thank you, Cat's Grace. And a key. Still would like the Ballspawn Saga Part 3.
Kenai. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me.
If it matters to you, then it matters to me.
On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman. But then, perhaps I make too much of this. How can I beg privacy when I was not half so trusting on our first meeting? Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away.
Well, let's see, because I believe she's actually lying a bit here. So we have the right of timeless body. That sounds impressive. Let us see what it exactly is. A confused spread of cryptic symbols cobbled together by the same hand, seemingly over years. Neat notations impose order on Celtic sketches. We're describing some manner of druidic rituals. Its purpose is unclear, its practice incomplete.
Right of the timeless body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jaheira.
Okay, yeah, we will. Let's see what other things might be in here. Display case. Khalid's gift. Gift from Khalid to Jaheira. So, odd gift. For wearing Khalid's gift, Jaheira cannot be cursed. And it gives +1 wisdom, up to 21. That is lovely.
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years. But the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
Well, we should definitely equip it to... I mean, we might be tempted to get it ourselves, but no. We already actually have the Patriarch of the High Constitution.
Wherever we
That's
go,
better.
ye gods, let there be something green.
Okay, so we'll give this to her then. I guess we can give this to... I don't know. What's this that you're wearing?
No time to dally.
Is this better? Spell slot regen. I think this is actually better. Then we'll give the pearl to Alson here. So they all have
Shouldn't have
spell
wished to
slot
live in more
recovery.
interesting times.
Staff of the Ram. Well, that's a classic, ain't it? 2 plus 8. That's a lot of bludgeoning damage. Plus 2 weapon. Once per turn, a blow possibly knocks the foe back 2 meters and stuns them. It has no effect on dragons or huge creatures. We might actually give that to Halsim. And Belm! Classic weapon! So this actually just gives another free attack. It's a plus 2 scimitar that just gives a free attack, which is quite nice. Honestly. So it's 9 to 14 damage. This is much more damage. Okay, so I think we'll stick with the hammer. Also because that's an import hammer. But we'll give this to Jaheira then. Or shall I give it to Halson? Nah, it's the Jaheira
and
thing.
I answer.
Jaheira, you can have this. That does lower because Jaheira can use her wisdom with the other one. Oh well. More attacks is better, so. Can she not? Because she has, like, she is a Eldritch Knight, so she should have the ability to find the weapon. Where is it? Yes, here it is. No, that still does not increase the thing, but it's still nice. Okay. And
Still
the
breathing,
attack is very good.
despite everything.
Now let's ask Jaheira about that ancient rich rite.
The cub speaks.
I found a strange scroll in your sanctuary. Something about a timeless body?
The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you?
No, that's not a threat.
It is
That's an offer.
a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations.
And anyone can use the scroll?
Any druid? But the scroll is not the ritual itself, only part of my research on its working. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead three plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every Harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
I wallowed in darkness for too long. If I could extend the time I have left in the light, I think I'd take it.
Perhaps. But if the darkness is really going to swallow everything as you Sharon say, it should at least have to work for its supper.
Well, it's only natural to want to live a bit more, right?
Of course. It is our way. Just as it is Death's way to meet us along the path, gently oblivious to whatever it is we want. I spent most of my life fighting those who tried to escape their end. Ketheric, Irenicus, Sarevok. That is not company I would like to keep. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness. I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came.
Yeah, unfortunately,
made the question
buff's kind
moot.
of like...
But I kept this.
get down.
Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well... Well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub.
Wait, am I supposed to be the city's guardian now? Well, you're not off the hook that easily, Jaheira. I want you around for a long time. I need vacations, damn it!
I have no plans to lie down and die. Well, perhaps a little lying down when all of this is done. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first.
Great. Thank you for the pick-me-up. Why didn't you tell me about your family?
I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice?
You probably were just a little bit afraid of, actually, no. Do you have so little faith in our chance of victory?
No. Quite the opposite, in fact. I hoped to greet my family when all the fighting was done. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away.
Very positive.
It also happens to be their home.
Yeah, and my home should
So
be a
it
bit
is mine.
nicer.
Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
Okay, so that was revelation and such done.
With haste.
So we got some good stuff out of this. I think next time what we'll probably do is we have to hand in that head.
A quick word.
towards the thing. Probably.
I did not nibble at the body, no matter how much I wanted to.
Okay, that was not what we're asking, creepy rat, but you do you. Yes, so...
The orb casts glyphs, familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
Okay, so if we disable it, just shoot the right kind of light at it. Gotcha. Anyways, next time, yes, we'll hand over the parts of Dribbles the Clown. Check in with Naber, and I think we'll probably go and attend to that potential Fae problem at the Blushing Mermaid. So till the next one, bye-bye.